Hey there, YouTube. It's Mike from the Hardcover Comic. Today, we're going to take a look at Justice League, the Detroit Era Omnibus. Um, I apologize in advance about my voice, guys. I have a sore throat, like I mentioned in my earlier, uh, Captain America by Mark Waid Omnibus overview. Feeling a little under the weather, so my voice is a tad bit weird. But anyway, let's take a look at this book. I'm very excited about this. The Detroit Era of Justice League is one that a lot of people don't look fondly upon, or didn't anyway at the time as it was coming out. But I guess looking back, people sort of realized, hey, things change. Eventually, the original team members will be back, which we've come to realize over time as well, which is why I think we shouldn't get as mad as we do over books. But anyway, you get a solid amount of issues here. Most of it written by Jerry Conway, who we actually Matt and I had on our podcast, Four Guys in a Comic, recently. Awesome guy. 125 US, 163 Canadian. Very good looking book. I love the design of the spine to match the Justice League International Omnibus. And I love the wraparound artwork. So let's take the dust jacket off, see what's going on underneath. So we basically get the dust jacket without the text. So it looks like most of the team members were, Batman. You got Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, Elongated Man, Vixen. I believe that's Zatanna. Weird look she's got going for her. You got the Flash here, Adam. Not sure who this is. Oh, geez. I believe that this female is Gypsy, whose name I saw mentioned a few times as I flipped through. You can see Soups, Green Arrow, Lantern, Firestorm back there, Wonder Woman as well. I'm not sure who these two characters are, and I feel silly because I've definitely seen this gentleman before. Like I said, I'm sick. Give me a break. But yeah, mostly written by Jerry Conway. It looks like J.M. DeMatteis got in here as well and did some issues. But let's take a look here. Oh, Steve Englehart did some writing as well. Look at all these artists. I don't recognize any of them anymore. Maybe Tom Duranick I do recognize still, but yeah, you get a great intro by Jerry Conway here, where he talks about how the series was not. People didn't love it when it was coming out. Longtime fans of the JLA were not big on it, but times change, and new readers find a series and fall in love with it, right? It's usually how that works. Binding's pretty much DC style. A bit doesn't really stay open for the first 100 or so pages. So instead of they got the covers here, and then they have a nice little piece of artwork with the character. As I was flipping through this, I saw some pretty cool things. I do need to double check on the reading order here, because I don't know if I'm supposed to read this at the same time as Justice League International or what the deal is. But either way, I'm really excited that DC's doing this awesome job of publishing basically all of Justice League in oversized hardcover format. I mean, they went through the Silver Age already. Second Bronze Age book is coming out. We've got International. We've got now the Detroit Era. Whatever's next. I'm sure we'll get JLA at some point soon. The Morrison into Wade, into I believe Joe Casey runs, which should be fairly exciting. But this looks like a great book, man. I'm really liking the artwork. Very old school. A lot of characters showing up here. It looks like a good time. I saw Despero in here as well. Very exciting. But let's take a look at the binding here. I mean, pretty good once you get down into the middle. You're not going to get a tremendous amount of gutter loss here. I already see the little whatever this little paper's called coming off, but not the biggest deal. That tends to happen with DC Omnis. Don't be scared. Break in your omnibuses, guys, especially the DC ones, because they're pretty tight. But yeah, I'm very excited about this book. I love the Justice League, and I'm a big fan of these strange, bizarre eras where they have a weird team that nobody liked that became cult classics, and this looks like a lot of fun. Now, one thing I did notice here, and silly me, I told myself to check. Oh, geez, John, what are you doing? I did tell myself to check, but I didn't, of course, because I don't think too much. There's this sudden. Oh, that's why, because he. Gotcha. He wrote some more stuff in the J once it became the JLA title, because the artwork really changes here. It gets super, jumps ahead like 10 years. But yeah, I can see he's writing some JLA, so there's some Englehart stuff. Very cool, JLA classified. Also following the Detroit era team, so that's fun. You get to see them in I guess a different generation of writing. Well, not generation, but era of writing. As they fight the JSA, it looks like. Oh, cool. Let's see if there's any bonus content in here. I don't think there is. No, pretty much get content all the way to the back. Oh, cool. You get some biographies here of the characters. Steel, that's. Oh my goodness, wow. Yeah, I'm not used to that steel, evidently. But you basically get some info on the lesser known characters, which is good. But yeah, oh, Vibe, nice. Yeah, he's changed a lot too. But yeah, oh man, I'm so excited about this book. It's a pretty thick book, guys. I mean, it's about the size of that Mark Waid by Cap Omni, and it's not as many pages. It's very nice paper stock. As always, DC does a great job. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I apologize. I ran a bit long. I just got really caught up in looking at the artwork and stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. December's been a great month for Omni so far, and I can't wait for more. Be sure to look up for more interview, guys. Thanks again. This was Mike from the Hardcover Comic, and until next time, you stay classy, Internet.